What's up, guys? Welcome back to the House Extras. I'm Packy Hanrahan, and this is the Deviate Chill Pearl. This Deviate Chill Pearl is a symmetrical pearl ball. Now let's go throw some shots. Pretty far down lane for me. So I got one more practice shot left. We're here bowling on a fresh, typical house shot at Derby Bowl in Derby, Kansas. Older synthetic front part of the lane, and then I'm not sure what's after the arrows, but it hooks a little bit here. That's like 6. Don't throw shots like that, kids. We're bowling on the sport shot, I guess. Now my 2 warm-up shots are done. I'm gonna bowl a game with it and kind of tell you guys what this ball does for me. That ball definitely is like a cleaner ball for me. I would say it's more of like for a lefty or for someone with a little higher ball speed, it's probably not a game 1 ball. I would say this more suits like the transition part of the block. Games 2, 3 of league after maybe some of the transitions hits. This is my 65 by 4 3/4 by 55 layout, and I haven't adjusted the factory finish at all on the ball. This is straight out the box. I'm gonna try and rotate it to see if I get a little more hook, a little more backhand. All right, maybe rotation was the key. Of the pearl balls, I definitely would say that it's like a slower, more mid-laney piece. It doesn't really shoot really far down lane like a lot of the other pearl balls. And at the end of this game, I have some comparison pieces to show you a little bit more about what I mean. Ooh, lucky break. I'm gonna try and throw a little slower on the next one. Like I said, it is more mid-laney, but it's shooting down there pretty good. And it doesn't quite have the big back end snap like you might see from other balls. I'm gonna throw one more shot and then I'll kind of introduce our new scaling system and where I rate this ball on mine. Hook. Hook. All right, not my best shot, but I threw it a little slower. It helped it read earlier. It helped it read a little sharper off the spot. So let's introduce the scale. We have 4 different things we're gonna scale it off of. We're gonna scale it off of length that I get out of the ball, the back end reaction, how good this ball is gonna be on a house shot out of 10, and how good the ball is gonna be on a sport shot out of 10. So I'm gonna give you guys all those rankings throughout this game. Hook. Hook. Not my best shot. I said I was gonna rotate it, and I moved in a little bit and I threw it slower, and then I didn't rotate it, so it didn't hook. Definitely need to rotate this ball. When I rotate it, it seems to flip hard, and when I get up the back, it doesn't seem to respond the same way, so it definitely is a quicker piece in my bag. Let's try and throw this one better. How about that? It's like if I do the right thing with my hand, it strikes every time. Crazy how that works. If we were gonna introduce new people to this channel to help us out with some non-Brunswick ball reviews, who would you guys like to see? Maybe someone from Motive, maybe someone from Storm. That would pretty much cover all the brands. Let me know, down below in the comments. Coach Mark Lewis with the Storm reviews. Not my best rack on that one. It's a good shot though, good shape. And your Deviate spare ball. 8th frame, I'm gonna move a little left, try and strike a little more. Playing too deep, for sure. Probably could have shot 300 if I was just 2 left. For the length and back end scale, we're gonna start the scale by going out of 10. The length out of this ball, I'll probably give it like a 7 or an 8. I'll go 7.5. Say it has a larger core than a ball like the Deviate Captivate. Where would I put this ball on like the back end scale? Pearl balls, I would usually fit between in the 10 through 5 range or 10 through 4 range. I would probably rate this like a 6 maybe even a 6.5, so I'll probably give it a 6.25. It's a little bit slower and a little bit more in the mid lane than a ball that we reviewed a couple days ago on the main channel, the Arctic Vibe, but that's where I would put this ball on the back end scale. Oh my God, I shouldn't have bowled on lane 13. I think the rack stinks on lane 13. That being said, where would I rate this ball, house shot to sports shot? I would say I'm probably throwing it too fast. I'm probably a little too far right. I would say on a rating scale of house shot, this ball is gonna be like an 8 for the house shot. It has enough back end, it's really clean through the front, so whether you bowl on a hooking house shot or lanes that hook a lot, whether it's wood, synthetic, guardian, whatever surface you bowl on, this surface hooks a lot. You're seeing it gets through the fronts really clean. If I'm bowling on sports shot, it's not too sharp down lane where I'm gonna have to only use it in specific scenarios. I think this is a great transition piece. And for sports shots, I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10. An above average score for sure. There's definitely some specific sports shots. Maybe it's a little easier ratio. Maybe it's a higher volume where I could use something like this, where I'm gonna need a little more back end reaction and a little quicker of a piece where I could fit this. There's actually a link to order this bowling ball down below in the comments. You can click on that if you want to get one of these. And now we're gonna finish up the 10th frame. I got 226 left. Let's see if we can get there. Uno mas. Maybe I'll add a little bit of loft just to see what happens on the next one, not on this one. I need this one for 220. On this last one, I'm gonna try and add some loft, add a little more rotation. And that one went flush. Now at this stage in the ball review, shot 226. I have a couple balls that I'm going to compare it to with the Deviate Captivate, which should be a lower end piece, and the Violent Collision, which should be a higher end piece. It'll be able to give me a good gauge on where this fits amongst my spread of Brunswick bowling balls. This is my Deviate Captivate. It is a very similar layout. I'm going to try and move probably 3 left, stand on 13, look at it about 12 maybe. I moved 3 left with that. I'm gonna go another 2 and see if it can line up to get the same kind of through the pin action that the Chill Pearl was getting me. Still not quite the same reaction through the pins. However, you can see I've moved now a total of 5 left with my feet, and it's giving me a similar line to the pocket. Much weaker ball than this Chill Pearl. And now I'm gonna throw the Violent Collision, which should be a step up from that Chill Pearl. I'm gonna move 3 right. A very, very similar layout to that Chill Pearl. Going 19 to about 16 with the eyes. As you can see, like that ball has a much larger core, a bigger footprint on the lane, which means it's gonna hook a little more, it's gonna hook a little earlier. That one actually went through the pins a little better than my Chill Pearl because it is more of like a fresh type bowling ball. Guys, as we close this one up, we've actually compiled all of the scales that we are mentioning here, from how much they hook, how little they hook, where they hook on the lane, house shot, sports shot, and we've actually compiled it in a link down below where you can see all of the balls that we've reviewed here from here on out and some of the balls from the last year. And in the future, you can look at us adding some Storm and Motive balls as we get some guys to review those as well. So for right now, you can click that link down below to view our spreadsheet and see where this Deviate Chill Pearl fits amongst all the balls from the past year. I'll see you guys on Buddy's Pro Shop buying a Chill Pearl. If you guys have any questions about these bowling balls, feel free to comment below. We'll be trying to hit that comment section within the next couple days to answer as many questions as possible. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next one, peace.